Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video talking about, is it okay to be trans male but still dress like a girl? Um, like a girl. And I'm saying it like that for a reason because I know a lot of you have probably, if you are a trans male and you have worn anything girly, you're probably like, yeah, I've been made to feel like I am not validated for being male because I wore something pink or something girly or something frilly. I'm here to tell you that you are just as much male and don't need to question yourself or feel insecure because it is completely normal to like anything of any sort of color, look. That's nothing to do with gender. And I feel like that needs to be said more because a lot of us are made to feel like if you don't follow the norm of what everyone else is doing, like if you wear something like, for instance, this shirt, I wore this shirt for a reason. I love this shirt. It's pink. It goes off the shoulder. I think it's attractive. I think it's beautiful. I think it compliments me. But it is considered to be a feminine shirt. And I think that that's messed up because the only thing that would make it feminine is the fact that it's pink and has ribbons on it. And I don't understand why that's only meant for a girl to like whenever men can like that as well. Um, to me, that's a whole different type of thing. It should not be grouped in with gender, a preference for color or the way something looks. I like softer things. I like things with frillies and ribbons, and I think pink is the best color in the world. But I always find myself feeling insecure about it because the moment I tell someone this, they're always like, then why do you want to be a gay? Why do you want to be a guy? If you like pink, then why are you a man? Because isn't the point of being a guy, like, to be, grungy and kind of just wearing a t-shirt and some baggy jeans or something? Like, and that whole thing right there frustrates me because first off, you are now stereotyping people that if you are a man, you have to be this type of person, and if you're not this type of guy, then you might as well not be a guy at all. And that sort of stereotype is what starts problems in the first place. And I wish we could get rid of them because it's just a stupid stereotype. The fact is that clothes and colors and all that, it's what makes us feel good. The fact is that for me, growing up, I always found myself being drawn to feminine things and masculine things. I don't really think there's a certain thing that I like more. Now that I'm an adult though, I will say my favorite color is pink, and I do tend to like more frillier clothes and more feminine looking clothes than masculine looking clothes. But that doesn't mean that I don't like masculine clothes or that I still, it doesn't, even if I didn't like masculine clothes, that still wouldn't matter. I would still be just as much male because your gender identity has nothing to do with what colors you like or what clothes you wear or even what name you go by. The reason why I identify as male is because inside my head and inside my soul, I feel like male is my identity. Why? There are literally so many reasons why. I can't quite explain it. I'm sure if you asked a cis male why he is a guy, he would probably be like, I don't know, I just am. There doesn't need to be much more to look into than that. Like, you can sit there and dig in your little head and be like, well, what actually makes me a guy? That's up to you. It's different for everybody. For me, the reason why I personally like identifying as a guy is because it makes me feel confident. I don't feel confident whenever I get called a girl. I always feel weird. I always feel like I'm being made fun of. I always feel like it's a lie, and I always feel like it's somebody but not me. I've never been able to quite adapt to the female pronoun or stereotypes, and not saying that even if I were still identifying as female that I would still have to do that, but I've noticed that I don't typically have any confidence. I did not have any confidence when I was female, nor did I have any desire to continue living on that way. I felt super duper fake. I felt like I was always trying to do this to make someone happy. Like, I didn't ever do it for myself. I was doing it because it would make everybody else around me happy, and that was what I was supposed to be doing on life. But then I realized that, believe it or not, our lives are literally what we make of them. And if I don't if I let my life slip me by and I never did something for myself, then what did I actually spend it doing? I just want to be the best, strongest person I can be. And I honestly feel like I got a really awesome one-way ticket to Earth. And I'm honestly going to enjoy the crap out of this place. I love Earth. I think it's great. And I'm glad that I got a one ticket to come on here and have a lifetime adventure. And guess what? This is my body. This is my vessel that I was born into. And I decided that, like, I want to change the gender of my vessel. I get that that makes some people go, you know, why would you ever do that? You're such a pretty girl. Why would you? But the fact is that that's not what it's about. It's about what makes me feel comfortable. If the world around me literally makes it to the point where I can't feel comfortable being male because simply stereotypes or simply gender norms, like, then we're never going to evolve. We're never going to be the people we need to be. Gender identity is a real thing, you guys. It really is. I believe there's multiple different ways that people become trans. I mean, obviously you're born that way. That's the first certain thing. But I think there's a lot of other things that come into play that can determine whether someone is trans. That's just my opinion. I honestly think I'm a little bit of everything, all the different opinions. Maybe I'll go into that one day, but that's a little bit touchy because some people might disagree here and there on some of that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter why you're trans, because if you say you're trans and that's your gender identity, then that's the end of the story. That's your gender identity. Whether you had top surgery, whether you had T, whether you even changed your name, if you feel like you're male and that is your gender identity, then that is it. And you don't have to worry about stereotypes, about flipping colors of the rainbow or any of that. If someone makes you feel like you are less than because you wore a dress, then tell them that they are less than. You shouldn't say this, but in my opinion, it'd be like you are less than because you are telling me what it is that I should and should not put on my vessel, my body. And you trying to control my vessel is literally the most controlling, messed up, manipulative thing someone can do. It is completely selfish of them, and they are insecure because they cannot accept themselves or you. You make them feel uncomfortable because they don't know how to approach you, and instead, they just choose to lash out at you because they can't understand and comprehend you. And you gotta just accept that. You gotta accept it, and then you gotta let it go. And then you gotta realize, like, hey, you know what? Good for me. Good for me for accepting that and letting go and forgiving that person and realizing that, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm still gonna be happy. I'm still gonna be a man. Just because Bob over there says I'm not a man because I wore this pretty dress today means crap. Because at the end of the day, I am still gonna wake up and tomorrow and still be a flippin' man, and no one can tell me differently. And that is how I sleep at night. Love you guys. Stay in there.